Antonio Brown, bruh. Damn, Antonio. And I f with Antonio Brown. But, man, I think he done got in trouble this time, y'all boys. He done got extradited from Dubai. Dubai?
Antonio Brown has been arrested on attempted murder charges. He is now in New Jersey waiting for extradition to Miami.
What do you think about CT? What is CT?
It's like brain damage, right?
I don't want to say you're brain damage.
Antonio Brown is back in America, not by choice, not for a comeback. He was literally just extradited by U.S. Marshals from Dubai a few hours ago to face attempted murder charges.
Didn't they just say he had a murder charge? And this, of all places, went to Dubai? The place where they don't tolerate no fuckery. This went there.
May 16th, 2025, just before midnight in Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood, Aiden Ross is hosting a celebrity boxing event at a warehouse, one of those brand risk boxing cards that was blowing up on Kick and social media. Antonio Brown is there, probably trying to stay relevant in that influencer world. And that's when everything goes sideways. According to the arrest warrant that would come later, Brown got into it with a kid named Zulkarnain Kwambe Nantambu, someone who claimed that he knew AB since around 2022. Surveillance footage shows Antonio Brown throwing a closed fist punch at Nantambu, and suddenly there's a full-on brawl with multiple people involved. Security breaks it up. At this point, it's just another parking lot fight. The warrant alleges that Brown grabbed a black firearm from the right hip
Antonio Brown! They're calling 5K, buddy. Antonio Brown. I seen the vid. But I just see Antonio running. I didn't see this pull the grab out.
Of a security officer named Eric Bauer. Multiple witnesses captured this on their phones. You can see AB on video advancing toward Nantambu on the sidewalk, weapon in hand, and then the footage shows Brown within several feet of Nantambu when he fires, with the victim literally ducking after the first shot. Police responded to shot spotter alerts and found 2 spent shell casing at the scene, plus an empty gun holster. Multiple witnesses in the parking lot identified Antonio Brown as the shooter. When officers detained Brown at the scene, he did identified Antonio Brown.
I'm gonna tell you, like, were you up Antonio right here?
Gun holster. Multiple witnesses in the parking lot identified Antonio Brown as the shooter.
White bitches, what are you doing, Antonio Brown? Bro, you did not do this at the most high-profile event. This is one thing if it's some street shit, and you still dumb if you do it like that. It's one thing if it's street stuff, but the fact that you're doing this at this high-profile event where literally everybody has cameras. It's Aiden Ross. It's streamers here and there. Literally live streaming the shit. It's not just filming. We streaming the shit, buddy. This is the dumbest shit this could have done, bro. It's nothing but
When
CTE.
officers detained Brown at the scene, he didn't have the gun on him anymore and no victims were immediately identified. So they let him go that night, but the investigation was just getting started. So you would think Antonio Brown would do whatever he can to cover this up, right? But he might have done the exact opposite. The very next day, May 17th, Antonio Brown did what he always does. He went to social media. He posted on X, "I was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal my jewelry and cause physical harm to me. Contrary to some videos circulating, police temporarily detained me until they received my side of the story and then released me. I went home that night and was not arrested," in all caps. He's claiming self-defense. He's claiming he was the victim of a robbery attempt. He also went on Aiden Ross's live stream the next day and said this.
Yeah, I got CT. I blacked out. I don't know what happened. Blacked out, dude. I blacked out, Aiden. I know what happened. I know.
Now, legally speaking, that's a terrible thing to admit.
I feel like if he wouldn't have been going on streams talking shit and doing all this extra shit, oh, the cops let me go. Bro, on some street shit, who pulled up and jumped you outside the event, the most I think he would have done, he was just going to try to sue you, bro. I don't think he was going to be on no try to get you locked up. That want your money for real, bro. And that's probably why y'all got in a fight.
Behind the scenes, Miami-Dade detectives were building their case. They collected the surveillance footage, the cell phone videos, witness statements, hospital records.
I forgot, they in Florida. It was over for him at all points in time.
The shell casing, the shot spotter data, everything. On June 11th, 2025, a Miami-Dade County judge signed an arrest warrant charging Antonio Brown with attempted second-degree murder with a firearm. The bond was set at just $10,000 with house arrest conditions, which honestly seems low for
There's no way
murder.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown had to surrender himself, and he never did. Instead, according to Miami Police Chief Manny Morales, detectives believe Brown was in Dubai, and Brown's Instagram basically confirmed it. He was posting from the Middle East, living it up while wanted for attempted murder back home. 2 days after the warrant was arrested, he posted a video of himself riding a bike in Dubai with the caption, #love from the Middle East. This man was literally taunting authorities while he was on the run. Now, technically, according to the Miami Herald, his trip to Dubai started before the warrant was issued, so he technically wasn't on the run, but the fact that he stayed there for nearly 5 months after the warrant became public, yeah, that's just fleeing from justice. Not even rich sugar babies take 5-month trips to Dubai. The weird thing is, AB went mostly silent on social media after the warrant became public.
This is
he had
crazy.
been posting constantly before, like over 50 posts in the week before the warrant, and then suddenly, nothing. That silence was deafening. It suggested that maybe, just maybe, someone convinced him to shut up and get legal representation.
It's too late now, Antonio Brown. Fuck, boy, you've been gone for 5 months. One thing I will say is, this still got some money, bro. He got jewelry or something. But the legal system get Ricky. On God, Blueface literally just beat a charge. That same charge where he shot a dude. But come on, Antonio Brown.
Brings us to November 6th,
Leaving the responsibility is what f***ed him up.
25. Antonio Brown has been extradited from Dubai back to the United States by federal agents. United Arab Emirates authorities shipped him back to the States, and he arrived in Newark, New Jersey earlier on Thursday, accompanied by U.S. Marshals. Jail records show that he was booked into Essex County Jail in New Jersey, and he's being held there until they can transport him down to South Florida, where he'll be formally charged and booked into Miami-Dade County Jail. The Miami Police Department confirmed the extradition and released a statement saying this is just another example of the relentless work and dedication of Miami police detectives. Let's talk about what Antonio Brown is actually up against here. He's being charged with attempted second-degree murder with a firearm. In Florida, that carries a potential sentence of 15 to 30 years in prison. But
that's just on some Florida shit. That was not talking about Florida now. Y'all gotta realize, bro, Florida is not a place where you want to be doing shit, because Florida's like the new Texas. They're handing out shit for nothing, and not even just for nothing. Just if you do something that you would usually get like a slap on the wrist, or maybe 5 years. They giving you everything.
But it gets worse. Florida has these firearm enhancement laws that are brutal. Just possessing a firearm during a felony can add 10 years minimum to your sentence. Actually discharging that firearm, that's a 20-year mandatory minimum. There are also aggravating factors that could push his sentence higher. The shooting happened in a public place with lots of people around. A victim was actually injured. He allegedly fled the scene, and he's got prior criminal history with that 2020 felony battery conviction. Now
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if there's a thing in Florida where it's like he got jumped. Y'all gotta realize, in anywhere else, I know for a fact, in most places, if the person is leaving and you do something to them, it's over for you. A lot of people don't know the gun laws. You can't just be shooting. I don't know if it's that in Florida though, bro. Cause I be seeing the craziest shit in Florida, and don't be nothing happening to him.
He could argue self-defense. His lawyer could say he was jumped in defending himself. They could challenge the witness identification or the video quality. They might try a mental health defense based on his CTE claims. But here's the problem. Prosecutors have multiple forms of evidence. They've got surveillance footage showing him punching Nantambu first, then taking the gun from security. They've got cell phone video
Antonio,
of him
you did not start that shit.
Firing. They've got the shell casings in empty holster. They've got shot spotter data pinpointing the exact time of the shots. They've got the victim's hospital record, and they've got multiple witnesses who identified Brown as the shooter. That's a strong case, like really strong. Could there be a plea deal? Maybe. They might offer him aggravated assault with a firearm instead, which would be 5 to 15 years, or assault with a deadly weapon for 2 to 10 years, or even reckless endangerment for 1 to 5 years.
They're gonna hit him with that. No matter how much money you get in this world, some people always gonna have their problems. This is why it's important to handle your mental health. Don't just think, oh, when I get money, or if I do this, or if I do that, I'm gonna be the happiest person in the world. Work on yourself, because, man, Antonio Brown got a lot more work to do. But you know I fuck with you, AB. Look, I fuck with you. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But what's wrong is wrong, gang, and that's, I say what's wrong. Sorry.